again, my background kind of comes more from consulting. So there's definitely, or right now specifically for data science and data science consulting. So it really kind of depends on the company that we're working with. Usually, typically, there's a portion of it that involves going to the customer and figuring out what exactly they want, and what exactly they need and what exactly they're looking for, and what exactly will be valuable to them from a data science standpoint. You work with customers and clients that have an idea maybe of what they're wanting to do, but you kind of have to typically flesh it out and figure out what questions and what actions you want to take based off the data that you have. And I think that's usually where is kind of a first step for a lot of data scientists and data people in general is you have to figure out what are the questions that whatever you're doing is trying to answer. Because you can build a dashboard, you can build an algorithm, or you can build a model, but you kind of need to know what the person's going to be doing with it and why the person needs it, like what actions are they going to be taking, because that kind of drives how you're going to kind of change what you do. So that's kind of one part. So dealing more with like the personal, the customer. It could be an internal customer, it could be an external customer. The next aspect is just more of the data profiling kind of portion where you're probably spending a lot of time, once you kind of know what you're probably going to be doing, looking at the data that you have or that your customer has and being like, okay, what data do they have? What does it look like? What's kind of the different, categories that you're seeing here? What are the different dimensions? And getting a good idea so you kind of can start seeing how a model will form. Because once you kind of have a general idea, you can kind of start seeing, okay, well, what values can we rely on? What values can we see? And, which ones are kind of accurate? Because sometimes, you'll have data that's not accurate. And so it's really good to kind of just profile your data and figure out what it looks like and have a general idea. And then you can start doing things like hypothesizing what features, what values are going to influence the end result. And so then you can start testing your model and building it and spending a lot more time in that general regard. So it's kind of, those are kind of the general three things. Then probably also presenting the results is kind of that last part. So if you're to look at that, you've got the customer side, you've got the data kind of profiling side, kind of a modeling section, and then kind of more of a person or like a presenting portion of it.